Hi guys, welcome back. I'm certainly missing your faces and I hope you're missing me too. I thought it would be a good idea for me to come in and do a little bit of explanation for our math right now. That's one area I figured everybody could use a little extra help with. So what I'm going to do is put together a series of videos that give you a little bit more explanation about what we're learning so you can use them as a reference. So I'm going to start with fourth grade. So for fourth grade, one of the first topics that actually came from last week was factors and multiples. So I want to make sure you guys understand that a little bit better. So first off, we need to know what a factor pair is. And what that is two factors or numbers that are multiplied together to find a product. And if you guys will remember, a product is the answer to a multiplication problem. A long time back, we played something called factor bingo, and you guys had a chance to practice finding factors of a number. I have some shortcuts and some little tricks that I'm going to show you today that will hopefully help you come up with all the factors for a number. So let's do an example together. If you have a number, say like the number 24, we can start listing factors for it. You always want to do the easiest one first. What are two numbers that you can multiply together to get 24? Well, the most obvious one to me is 1 times 24. There are some other ways that you can look so you don't have to just guess what a factor might be and do some extra division problems. I want to teach you today some of those tricks. So the first one I want to remind you of is that whenever you have a number that ends in an even number, like 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, you know that it can be divided by 2 because it's an even number. So it's divisible by 2 if it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Well, this number ends in an even number, so I know that I can multiply 2 times something to get 24. Some of you are more familiar with our multiplication chart than others, and you may already have that answer in your head. If you do, great, you can write that down. If not, you can go ahead and you can do a division problem to help you find out. You can take the number 24 and you can divide it by 2. I'm going to talk you through this just like I do every other day. How many 2's fit into 2? Well, 1 does. What is 2 times 1? Well, that's 2. Then you're going to subtract and bring down your next number. Then we start again. How many 2's fit into 4? Well, count your 2's. 2 of them will fit. So 2 times 2 is 4. We subtract and we get 0. So we know another set of factor pairs for 24 is 2 times 12. Okay? You can also start thinking about the next number. Since we're working with smaller numbers, why don't we go ahead and see if 3 is a factor of 24? Again, you can use one of my tips. To know if a number is divisible by 3, you have to add the digits and then see if that's divisible by 3. So let's take these digits and add them together. 2 plus 4 is 6. Can 6 be divided by 3? Yes, it can. So we know that 3 is a factor of 24. Again, if you can count by 3's with multiples, you can find 24. You can count by 3's, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and you know that it's 8. If not, you can always do a division problem over on the side, the same way we did the other one. You can take 24 and you can divide it by 3. Well, this one is going to have you actually count by 3's, which we just solved. So we know that it's 3 times 8. Okay? For the next one, let's try 4 and see if we can find out if 4 is a factor of 24. Well, let's see. If we come over here and put the 4 in, we're going to have to be thinking about multiples of 4. So we can write our multiples down. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. This is another strategy that you can use to help you find factors. Well, we just found the other factor for the factor pair. It's 4 times 6. Now, if I'm going to keep going along with this strategy, I could try a 5. Here's a trick for 5's. In order for something to be divisible by 5, it has to end in a 5 or a 0. Now, does our number end in a 5 or a 0? No. So we know it's not going to be one of the factor pairs for 24. The next number on our list would be 6, and we've already found that factor. That means we have found all the factors for 24. Oftentimes, when you're asked to list those factors, they want them in order from smallest to largest. So if I was going to make a list, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm just getting these numbers right from our list right here. What's the next number coming? We have 8, we have 12, and we have 24. Now you can always do a check to make sure that you wrote down all your factors from here. You can either count all of the factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and make sure you have 8 numbers here, which we do, or you can do something called a rainbow. This is another little nifty trick. Your factors should match up. 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 8 times 3, and 4 times 6. If you do that at the end of your problem and you find that they don't match up, chances are you've missed one along the way. So that's what I want to make sure that you know about finding the factors for a number.